All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this edition of our webinar from the Let's Talk Crypto community. And this time around, we are fortunate and happy to have with blockchain community, and going to learn a lot of things today from our topic, which is Eternity Deal Blockchain Protocol. So I trust that the class is going to be interesting and fun. So please, as we are having you can pen down your questions, you can pen down whatever you're going to be needing for the class, and everything you feel like questions, your contributions, the way can hear your view. So we will select Talk Crypto community on WhatsApp, and we also on Telegram, although for the time being, and moderate. So I'm the moderator for this session, and facilitator for this session. For the topic we'll be considering today is Success Organiru. Is the lead for the Eternity lead,
one of
ambassador as well for Eternity. Yeah, it's going to be, thank you so much. It's going to be taking the topic and sharing his view and everything we ought to know about this event. So over to you, Success. Thanks for coming.
thank you, Suleiman. I am one of the lead of Eternity. I am not the lead ambassador. I'm one of the lead ambassadors. Okay. All right. So welcome everyone. I'd
Okay.
love to thank Suleiman for having me. He's the lead of Let's Talk Crypto community, and he, is the main factor why we are here today. If he didn't put this together, we wouldn't be able to be here today to learn about Eternity, and please let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. All right, so
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. So,
all right, thank you. Okay, so today we'll be talking about Eternity as an ideal blockchain protocol. Okay, let me come on my Twitter and give us the event. So you can follow me on Twitter. I'm an ambassador for Eternity. Okay, been there for some time, training and teaching about Eternity blockchain and cryptocurrencies as a major feed. Okay, this is the event to be having today. Talk on Eternity as an ID blockchain protocol. All right, so let's jump into the topic right away. Now, if we've this is Let's Talk Crypto community, so we should have basic background on what blockchain technology is, the advantages, the solution it brings to the feed, and there are different types of blockchain protocol or different types of blockchain projects. From the onset where blockchain was more of the crypto, Bitcoin, and all of that, it evolved to further to a technology for solving for building human solutions, solving real world problem. Like today we have the topic centered around DeFi now, which is decentralized finance, and all of this topic has been, going on and all. You see, persons can stake their cryptocurrencies and earn, you know, some amount, and it's used for payment. You see the PayPal adding, cryptocurrencies to, a to their payment options, and so on and so forth. They can track transaction on the blockchain, and lots of, unique features that blockchain technology brings into the feed. And, it's considered as the future of finance. We see blockchain applied in forensic for the security. You can use blockchain for forensics. We can also use blockchain for tracking for the I've forgotten the term for that, for tracking, for tracking supply chain, yeah, for tracking
Yes.
supply chain
Yeah.
and all of that. We see Eternity used for tracking cannabis, and we'll go into all this now. What is Eternity as a blockchain, protocol, as a blockchain project? We have lots of blockchain projects out there. Some used for solving database, some used for solving travel, some used for applied in the oil sector, some applied in you know the um, the government sectors of the economy. You see more applications being developed now to say, okay, naira is failing. For example, in my country, naira is devaluating. Okay, and it's high time we begin to switch into crypto. For example, in Venezuela, their currency has no value as of now, and they are considering blockchain technology as a solution, okay, as a way forward in solving their financial crisis and bringing stability, to their economy. And that's very unique. Now, let's talk about Eternity as a blockchain protocol. Now, Eternity is simply a blockchain for scalable, secure, and decentralized applications. Okay. Now we have lots of blockchain projects out there, but Eternity, when a blockchain project becomes when we don't know what they are about. You see lots of projects out there solving different things. They tell you they solve this, they solve that, they solve this. No, you don't do that. You focus, and that's what brings efficiency and lots of okay. I think somebody dropped the question. Yeah, we'll get to that. Now, Eternity is what? A blockchain for scalable, secure, and decentralized application. Now, what is a blockchain for scalable, decentralized application? I'll give us a background to this before we go further. Ethereum was the first smart contract or the first decentralized application blockchain, that came out, and we see lots of projects building, dApps on like the Uniswap and all of that. They are all decentralized application built on the Ethereum blockchain. So Eternity is blockchain 2.0. Now, if you go on YouTube and you watch, we'll go into that later. If you go on YouTube and you watch why Eternity was formed, you will see that Eternity came to study the problem of Bitcoin. Bitcoin has lots of problems like it's slow and all of that. It came to solve that problem. For Ethereum has a problem of scalability, and that's the issue. Now we talk about applying blockchain in DeFi. Now you see that Uniswap, their transaction, their transactions went way high, way high. It went high, and that's okay. The transaction for Uniswap went what? High, because it's not scalable. Ethereum has a problem of scalability, is not scalable. So you see that the more we have more transaction on the blockchain, for like you are applying it in building solutions, you now have, it become congested. It's no longer scalable. It cannot scale. Eternity came to provide the solution of scalability, security, in building decentralized application. Okay, I think Hamza, you have something on the screen. You can clean this off. All right, now let's go on. Now, why is Eternity so innovative? Now we see why Eternity is so innovative. We see that what Eternity is what? An Erlang-based scalable smart contract platform engineered by programming pioneers to address some of the fundamental challenges native to earlier blockchain like Bitcoin, the Bitcoin protocol, and Ethereum. Okay, going for that by redesigning blockchain technology at the protocol level. And that's what we'll be talking about, the protocol level, the foundation. Before building, Ethereum now has lots of high transaction fee because they didn't address these fundamental challenges from the protocol level, from the start, from their build process. They didn't address this issue. Okay, Eternity took their time to address this issue. The Eternity developer community has enabled the core protocol to understand and integrate a rich set of functionalities out of the box. We talk about Sophia smart contract, Faith virtual machine, advanced state channels. We talk about state channels, oracles, unique governance, you know, naming systems. Okay, naming systems. We'll talk about this. Now let's go on to the official slide. This, if you want to watch if you want to get an introduction to blockchain technology, you can come here, and watch this YouTube video. Let me put this on the comments section, so anyone would love to have an introduction. If your foundation is not solid, you can, watch this and get going. All right. Now, let's go on. Let's go on. Let's go on. Eternity blockchain. Why is eternity? We've talked about eternity addresses what the fundamental issues, from the protocol level. Now talk about what is eternity. Eternity is a open source word blockchain 3.0 decentralized application platform. So you can build your ideas on eternity. Okay, like for example, we have Ethereum. Lots of projects are building their ideas on Ethereum. Okay, but it has issue of scalability, efficiency. It has lots of issues. And eternity is, came to solve the problem that Ethereum has natively. Ethereum has it natively, like it has it in it. It is meant to be slow. It's meant to not. It's not scalable at all. It's not built to be scalable. Eternity is built to be scalable. Eternity is built to be efficient. Eternity is built not to do what, provide usability. It's very easy to build an Eternity using smart contract, the Sophia smart contract. Now you can come on darky.org and learn about building on Eternity. It's like an introduction course. I'll take us to how we can get more advanced tutorials, where you can come on darky.org. It's coming up. It's coming up. You can come on there, and get fundamental understanding of that. It do what, solve current problems in blockchain, i.e. reward data through what, oracles. We'll go into this further. Okay, why eternity? We'll talk about scalability first of all. I'll talk about scalability what via what, state channels. Okay, we have state channels, and we understand why state channels and smart contracts, they have like Eternity infused state channels to smart contracts to make it more efficient and have speed. If you have more transaction on the blockchain, it becomes slow. Eternity brought about something called state channels to make smart contract, to remove workload off what, the chain. Let's go for that. State channels provide a method for users to provide, communicate, and transact off chain. Eternity's method for reducing the on chain load. Okay, like I said earlier, when you have more transaction on the blockchain, it becomes slow. So Eternity provide a way to take transaction off chain using state channels, to do what? To make sure it is fast. Let's come here to, let me try and clean this off. Let me try and clean this off. Hamza, you can take this off. You can utilize the cleaner. And okay, let me do it myself. All right. Okay, let this not take much of our time. Let's go further. State channels allow entities to communicate with each other with the goal of collectively computing some functions. These functions can be as simple as zero point 0.1 coins every minute. For example, smart contract. Let me explain this using smart contract. A smart contract is what, a computer program or a transaction protocol which is intended to automatically execute, control, or document legal relevant event and action according to the terms of a contract. Okay, it's a computer program. It's like you're saying a contract. Let me use this as an example to explain this. It's like you're saying, like we see here, it's like you are saying every minute give. Let me use Hamza and myself now. We had a contract that, okay, I'm going to sell a house for you, okay, and every minute you're going to, I'm going to be receiving the payment instrumentally per minute using cryptocurrencies. So we say every, now the contract says every 0.1, every minute give success, Hamza, give success 0.1. You understand, 0.1 cryptocurrency. Now in the contract, which is code, now we can write a code, to make sure that function, carries out whether we are there or not. Are we getting it? Okay, so it's, yeah. So we're writing the code to say every minute give success this, amount, 0.1. Okay, now using state channels, you can take that transaction off chain. Now the blockchain only comes in to become an arbiter. Okay, let me read on so that we understand what I'm saying. Now every minute, or it could represent a decentralized exchange. Okay, for example, like we said, give success. Okay, these functions are in our case represented by smart contracts. Okay, like I explained, smart contract are programs. You write code and say execute this if this is meant. Okay, now you say like a legal contract. Okay, we need an arbiter in case one party tries to act maliciously. The arbiter is the blockchain. For example, in the law court, when you go against my contract, I can charge you to court. Now it takes longer time for court to respond. Now using blockchain technology, blockchain becomes what? An arbiter. Okay, so state channels are what? Trustless. Okay, off chains versus on chain. Yes, it can be off chain when there's an issue. The blockchain, it comes on chain because the blockchain is like an arbiter. Same guarantees as blockchain. It has the same guarantees as blockchain. Okay, before describing the protocols involved. So you can come here and read about Eternity.com documentation hub state channel. So that's just, and it takes transaction option to ensure that there's no issue with load on the blockchain, because you can really handle those functions off chain. It has to be, it don't have to be on the blockchain. You understand, the blockchain only comes in to what become an arbiter when there is a breach of contract. Okay, now why Eternity? Let's go further. Uses oracles. Oracles are source of information which can be accessed on the blockchain. Anyone can be an oracle. Anyone can be an oracle provider. Their reputation determines whether or not they are seen as reliable sources. Now, an oracle is a source of data. So you can be an oracle. Okay, you can have data uploaded on the blockchain. You can sell it. You understand? And your reputation, determines the authenticity of your information. Now, why Eternity? Okay, we talk about Coco Circle proof of work. The Coco Circle is more of like, um, it's like, mining, for example, uses a lot of electricity. So Eternity provided a way that it can use use your memory of your system, for example, to mine. You understand? In that way, it's not touching your CPU directly. Okay, it's now using the memory capacity of, now there's a lot of technology behind that. Eternity uses that also. Now why Eternity smart contract approach. Contract execution should be safe, efficient, cheap, and scalable. That's something to watch. Should be what? Safe, efficient, cheap, and scalable. Sophia is a new reason-like programming language invented for the Eternity virtual machine. Developers write smart contracts that run on the Eternity blockchain in Sophia. Sophia syntax is derived from Okta, okay, reason-like. Okay, let me see if I can go get that from okal.org. Yeah, I think I still remember. Yeah, that's it. So you can come on okal.org, we'll go back there, let's go further. This is darky.org, it has come up. So you can come here to learn Eternity Introduction, Introduction to Eternity Development 101. You see all these state channels, functional programming explained right here, explained, you know, you see why eternity, what is eternity, Sophia voting contract, front end of the app, you see all this explained here. This is orca.org. So eternity is what an orca like. So you can come to orca.org to read about the style of programming. Now smart contract, Sophia eternity smart contract program is unique. Sophia is typed functional. It's a functional what program is typed in a functional manner. So one of the advantages of a functional programming language is that it it gives you whatever you give. Okay, I remove that. Okay, whatever you give, for example, for a function, you say if this is meant, it doesn't have any side effect. Understand? It gives you what you give it. It brings out what you put in. A unique feature of internet is also a social media platform called superhero.com. Let me go there. Let me go on superhero and I'll show you practical example how you can, how superhero is unique. Okay, there's an error. Okay. I see where the issue is coming from. All right, so now let me show you why superhero is unique. It is a social media platform. Okay, it's a social media platform. I will show you the uses of superhero. Before we go further, talk about human hack diffie or human diffie hack, which is a recent event organized by Eternity. We'll talk about this and we'll talk about why it's so important, why it's so unique that Eternity is organizing this. Now, Superhero is a new peer-to-peer social platform which empowers people to support, you know, people's work, which encourage, to support um, people work without what intermediary. Let's go further. Now, from artists that bring joy to open source developers that build, educators, medical groups that save, non-profits that advocate, communities that provide, animal organizations that rescues. You can provide support without what third party. Okay, I will show you practicals of this going forward. Now, the mission of Superhero is to liberate users from what their data being collected and sold using Facebook, for example, which is one of the companies that bridges, that does not respect data. We see that in one of the protests that went on in Nigeria. Many of us followed that protest. We see how they took down lots of, they were so, they had no respect. All right, just Twitter had respect for human. So Twitter, we are not saying Twitter does not sell. Twitter also sells, you know, your data. You see that in their ad. How do they know you like this thing? Because they collected your data. So it also, you know, is involved in that also. So you know what? Um, Superhero came to do what? Okay, came to solve that. Now let's see practical um, example of Superhero. Now this is Superhero platform, so you can tip, you know, and you can tip people on Superhero. Now let's see this practically on Twitter. Now let's say I want to tip this. Now you see the icon here, tip. So, for example, this is you can tip this event. Okay, for example, this is a social work. You can tip that also. Remember, we also talk about providing, what for content creators. You can also tip content creators. Let's look at this introduction to Eternity use cases. I can tip this video. If you come here, you see the icon here. Okay, I think we are behind time already because okay, let's go further. Let me just try and you know finish this and we see. So it's still coming up. So we'll come back to this to show you how you can tip this video using superhero platform. Now let's go further. That's why Eternity is so unique and different. Now let's talk about application of Eternity. Eternity now is on a project or a hackathon that's running now. It's called Human Diffie Hack. Now, what is the main brain or idea behind this Human Diffie Hack? Okay, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why this is so important. Okay, we've been seeing lots of DeFi, lots of topic around DeFi, and we see more about making money with DeFi. Now, human DeFi hack is what? Because DeFi can make life better. That's why it's created, because DeFi, decentralized finance, can make life better. Now, DeFi isn't about making money or getting rich. Okay, that's where the focus is right now. You see lots of projects, scam projects even coming up, people losing money to investment. Now, DeFi is about providing access to financial services for everyone, everywhere, in every situation. Okay, remember it's called human DeFi, providing human solutions. Okay, providing human solutions using digitalized finance. Cryptocurrencies are blockchain revolution are founded on the premise of providing unbanked and unbanked people around the world with the opportunity to gain access to financial systems and services. Now, we have so many persons unbanked. Okay, that's why we need to start looking at building ideas that would what bring people to become banks. That's what cryptocurrency provide. Now, cryptocurrencies and the blockchain revolution are founded on the promise of providing unbacked. Okay, like we said before, the promise, however, is partly realized, because now we see more focus on making money. That's why people lose money, because they want to make money, because these solutions are not human friendly. You just see a project launch, they launch their coin, and bam, people start. It's so crazy, man. The craziness is out there, and it's so out of place. Eternity has lots of decentralized finance, solutions. Like the superhero has a use case for decentralized finance. Okay, has a use case for that. Now let's come on superhero and see this. Now we can frequently ask questions. Let me go back here because of time. We talk about project like Jelly Swap, which is a DeFi project, powered by Eternity. Ethic Hub, a DeFi project. Pixbay, let's go to Pixbay. Pixpay, it's a payment platform, and it's a DeFi project. We talk about crypto tax, smart credits. All of these projects are what available, and they are what targeted at providing human solutions. Now you can follow up this event. It has started already. Now they have prizes to be won if you get signed up in this event. How do you sign up into this event? You come here, you know and you sign up, join. You can come here to the academy and get resources to get started. You can come on the academy and get resources to get started as a developer in building your ideas. They have curated resources for you already on the academy, so you can come here and learn, and get started. Then you can join the event. So come on here, join the event. So you can simply go to human hack DeFi hack, .devpost.com. This is where it's happening. You know, DevPost. How many of us know DevPost? Please let me know in the comment section if you familiar with DevPost. Lots of developer events, especially blockchain, is being held on this platform. So you can see prizes to be won. Best DeFi solution, equivalent to what? 5,000 USD in AE tokens. You win $5,000 in AE tokens. Bestsuperhero.com new DeFi feature. So this platform, we also have an opening to say, okay, build a DeFi, um, use case, for superhero.com, and you also earn, in 5,000 USD token. Superhero community award 2.5, 2,500 USD in AE token. Best use of AE tech, you know, $1,000, $1,000. Best mentor, $1,000. Best prototype, 500 USD. You can just bring a prototype, and all these tutorials are there on how to provide a prototype. Now you can come here to watch the previous, sessions. You can learn about building prototype. There was a section on using Figma to build. There's a session on what building, a prototype. Okay, you can see it here, from product design to ecosystem design. So you can come here to learn about all of this. The startup. You can come to watch human hack, the kickoff, the introduction of the event, which is this part one, part two, the kickoff of the event. You can come here to watch it. DeFi for humanity. Please come here and watch it. You see how Eternity defeats Ethereum, hands down in providing scalable solutions. Okay, now intro to Eternity and use cases. So you can come on that on basic understanding of Sophia programming language and AE Studio, quick run, superhero under the hood. So you can understand this platform, what under the hood, you know, under the hood. So you can come here, watch this video. I encourage all of us. Let me drop the link for you guys. Come here and watch this, you know, and watch this. Come here and watch this. All right. So come here and watch this. So these are all of all of what you need to do. Now, if you follow this tutorial, at the end of the day, you'll be able to build your own project. And this is why attending this event that we'll be doing, that will be coming up on Wednesday by 3 p.m. is so important. It's so important that you attend this event. It's so important. Let's go on forum.eternity.com. Let's go on there and know why it's so important to attend this event. Getting started in an Eternity blockchain getting started in an existing blockchain startup scene. So we'll be having Vikram from India coming up to teach us, on how we can get started, and that's so important for us to know how to, get started. 2020 2020, the end of this year, has shown us a lot how revolutionary blockchain is. We see more industry personnel, more top officials talking about blockchain, and that's why we have to start learning how to implement blockchain technology in building real world solution. We have to start learning how to implement, how to build, how to bring those ideas to life, how to solve real world problems using blockchain technology. And that's the basic idea, about bringing up this event. It's totally free. You attend totally free. Okay, you can come on the forum and read about the event. It's totally free. We have giveaway of 300 AE for you guys, all for participating. Just participate. You get free tokens for participation. Now, the meeting point for this event will be Jitsi Meet. We're using Jitsi Meet. Okay, if you can come here, on Jitsi Meet. Let's go on Jitsi. You can come on Jitsi. Okay, let me open this in a new tab. You can, you know, you can come here, and you know what, and join the event. If you are using a mobile phone, go on Play Store and download Jitsi Meet. It's very Once you type Jitsi Meet, you see it on Play Store, you download and you join the event. Now you can come here to read about the event. It's so see we'll be learning crazy stuff. Like, the event was carefully put together to ensure that we take advantage of these times to learn. That's why the human hack diff is also there. You come here, you learn. We need to start learning how to build real world projects, and that's what Eternity is focused on, helping us get started, helping us build projects. Come here, watch these videos, and learn and learn and learn. You need all the attending this event alone. Many of us have learned new terminologies that we do not know before. You know, that's why it's so important to attend events. Okay, it's holding Wednesday, 25th, 3 p.m. West African time, which is GMT plus one. Okay, now you see topics that I'll be treating. This topics like the valuable startup ideation, the conceptualization process, startup funding process, successful team building of a startup. Okay, so everything be understanding, defining, and maximizing the SWOT. We talk about SWOT analysis and all of that. You'll be learning all this, how to get funding for your project, how to know the open source project. Now, Eternity is what? An open source blockchain project. So you can build a project on Eternity. Now you can come and learn about open source. How do you build a project or your project on an open source platform when you do not know what open source is all about? You can come here and do what? Read about open source, the usefulness of open source to blockchain startups. Lots of projects out there, they jumped on already existing open source project and they build. It's not hard for you to build. You don't have to start cracking your head. Come on Eternity and build, and you'll be learning how to identify, an open source project that is suitable for your startup. okay, and many more. There's a tip of 300 AE for you to just post on Twitter, share what you learned from the event, and also tweet about human hack DeFi, and then you get AE. So you see lots of persons are looking forward to the event from outside Africa, from Germany, from Venezuela, from other parts of other countries. They are looking forward to this event. So can we have we seen this? So this is the room. So you can come here. I usually share this on our WhatsApp group if you are there. So you can come here and learn. So this is basically what Eternity is. It's for building what reward project, and that's why we are bringing all this together. So thank you all, thank you all, thank you all, thank you all. Now we love to have question and answer if there's any, so that we'll take that, you know, going forward, because we are limited in time. So
All right, thank you very much, Success. It's a privilege, and we are very happy to have you talk to us about Eternity as an ideal blockchain protocol. And I think we've learned quite a lot this evening. I mean, quite a lot, speaking on the human DeFi hack and so many other things like
yes,
that. The
yes, yes.
essence of DeFi in cryptocurrency and the blockchain space in general.
Yeah.
The advantages of Eternity, making use of the Eternity blockchain, um, as compared to other blockchains that exist. So I believe we've learned so much. If there's
Yes.
any question, you can either put it on the chat or just wave your hand so I can see you and give you access to ask your questions. But meanwhile, we'll just be taking a few questions that were asked before the program commenced. Some people sent some anonymous messages before the program commenced, and one of it is, can the Eternity blockchain be upgraded? That's the question. Can the Eternity blockchain be upgraded? Do you get my question? The
Sure, sure,
question
sure,
was asked
sure. Yeah,
earlier.
yeah. Eternity blockchain can be upgraded. There's no blockchain projects that cannot be upgraded. For example, when Eternity started, it's ran on another blockchain protocol. Okay, before it launched its mainnet. Okay, so we have lots of blockchain protocol out there doing 1.0, 2.0, releasing updates and all of that. Recently Eternity made an update to their roadmap, to our roadmap, not their roadmap, because I'm part of Eternity and I'm proud to be part of Eternity. Made an update to the roadmap. So it's something that it's a project, and projects involve. The more they go forward, the more they involve. So it can definitely be upgraded and updated. Okay, we see like the superhero platform is what upgraded. You see every day there's a new feature added. So it can definitely be upgraded. Yeah, sure, it can. Hope I've been able to answer your
Okay.
question. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Success. Yeah, I believe the question has been answered, and the response will be taken to the appropriate channel. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
the
sure.
answers to the question. And I also have another question here that was asked before the class.
Yeah.
And the question is, what advantage does the Eternity Superhero League has over other kinds of and what Superhero League has?
Okay. One of the advantages, like we're talking about the mission, you understand from Eternity provides an advantage in what tipping projects. Now, for example, you want to, like we gave an example of Twitter. You know, it has a widget here, as you can see. I can see a project that somebody is, providing healthcare facilities to. I can decide to, wow, this is a good, project. Then I tip. Let me show you as an example. This is my Spiral wallet. Then I tip. I put an amount. Let me put 10. You see, that's about 2 USD. Okay, and this is where I'm going to be tipping all of us that are going to attend, the event. You're going to get free tokens. So I can send a message. I can say thank you for doing this good job. I can send the tip, and then I come on the comments and tell the person, hey, I just sent you a tip. Check it out on Super. I send in the user the template, so it has that advantage because it's innovative. The idea is user friendly. You can come on Twitter, you can come on YouTube, and also tip a content creator. That's what I wanted to show us earlier. um I don't know if it comes up now. Just quickly show us an example of that. So it has that advantage. Now another advantage is that it's censorship free, and it does not take a percentage from the amount.
Okay.
For example, if I tip you, usually if you are using a fundraising platform like GoFundMe and all of that, they take percentage, okay, for the funds raised, and Eternity superhero platform is run
Okay.
on the blockchain. It does not take any percentage. You have full access to the amount tipped you. Okay, so and it's easy, it's accessible 247. You don't have to create an account and wait for approval for you to start using. It's pretty simple. Just come, sign up, create, connect your, if you're using Chrome browser, you go on extension, the store, or the Chrome store, and you have the extension like you can see here. You can see here. Okay, it's very
Yes.
easy. So you can,
Sorry, your screen, your screen.
it's very easy. Okay, you can see my screen. Can you see my
Not
screen?
at all. Sorry. You have to share it.
Wow, I'm very sorry
Not
about.
yet.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
There's no. Yeah, we can see it now.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. If you come, okay, let me quickly go back on that.
All right, but
If you
it's
come here, you
duly
can tip.
noted. I think we understand the concept now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And also it has an advantage that you can organize a crowdfunding meetup using our a Jitsi meet, AskSwap. You can organize, for example, for example, you want to do a crowdfunding event, introduce your project, and they can tip you directly everything from the superhero platform. Okay, hope you are understanding. So that's lots of advantage. You can tip directly. If this is a social good work, I can tip this and put a thank you for doing this, and I go on the comment section and let the person know that I tipped the person. And let me come on YouTube if this is working now. My network is kind of okay. You can come here and you see that there's a widget for what tipping, like we can see here, right? So I can come and see this content creator, put a lot of good content out there. And I love this channel because I'm being educated, getting lots of value. I can come here and tip, this content creator. From YouTube, there's no project out there that
Okay,
provides this, you know,
that's
user
good.
friendliness. Okay, so that's what it supersedes, lots of projects out there. So that's how Eternity is what, you know, better, far better than, the Spiral platform. I mean, is
Okay.
far better than other platform out there. I hope I've been able to answer the question.
All right. Thank you so much, Success, for this beautiful answer. I mean, this is decentralization at its
Yes,
best.
yes,
I mean, it's so great having a platform where you can quickly I mean, just get your wallet connected and do whatsoever you want to do without
yes,
any
yeah.
form of centralization, no central authority controlling it. I mean,
No, not
it's
at all.
great, and
Yeah,
I
it's
think
great.
that one of the a major breakthrough for decentralization in the blockchain space as well.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
All right. So thank you so much for the answers to your question. For now, there are no other questions, and it's a privilege to have you around with the Let's Talk Crypto community
Yeah,
discussing Eternity as an ideal blockchain. I believe we've all learned a lot tonight, and it's a privilege to have your success.
yeah. Thank you for having me. This event because of time we couldn't really go into lots and lots of other stuff. So I encourage all of us to attend the event for Wednesday by 3 p.m. West African time. Wednesday 3 p.m. And we have the event is about an hour 40 minutes, so we have lots of time to talk, educate ourselves and get kicking, and start building. Okay, so I encourage every one of us to attend the event. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's for that. Thank you for having me, Hamza Suleiman. Hope I'm correct with the name. Ahmed Suleiman. Ahmed, right?
Thank you so much for your time. No,
Okay.
Hezekiah.
Okay, Ezekiah. Okay, thank you for having me.
Hezekiah
Okay,
Suleiman.
okay, Ezekiah
Yeah,
Suleiman. Thank you for having me.
yeah,
Thank
thank
you
you so
for
much.
for attending